Hi, this is DH Dunn, and I'm here to ask myself a very basic question. Can I lope 10 days as an art thief? It's been a couple days since I recorded last. We ended up never losing power, so it just kind of gave me a day off, which was nice. And let's get back into it. A lot of snow. Ended up with a lot of snow. Okay, so this is Jackrabbit, I believe. No, didn't we switch and went to Misanthrope? I think so, yeah. And we have the ability to steal 2 things, 3 things, if we like what we see. It's the middle of the day. This boat painting looks unique, but we'd have to come back. That's the trick. I'm starting to notice the artwork, you know, like sometimes this art, like I have this art, I think. Yeah, down here, I have it as a small painting, I believe. And there it's a large painting. Like if we go to place that. No, it's a large painting. All right, I could... Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. So if we put that there... Am I trapped in this room now? Yeah, I am. Can you block... Oh, there's no... They probably won't let you do base customization in that place in Bleak Inlet where the... where Fluffy or is... I think it's Fluffy. I wonder if you could, like...
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Block her with the... I mean, sure. So, really the question is, how much longer are we going to stay in Coastal? And where are we going to go from here? I feel like the right move is heading back towards Mystery Lake. So that we can drop this stuff off. There's a side thought of running to DP quickly, but we may not be able to run to DP quickly. I definitely want to finish the 10 days, you know, with us putting paintings up. So...
Never would have thought to look here.
Ooh, that's not bad. Repaired, that's going to be better. Come on, Will. Alright, we'll drop that. So I don't know. I'm a bit... Timing-wise, I'm a bit intrigued. Do I think... It's day 6. Do I think we could get to DP? See, the attraction of DP is that I feel like there's going to be fuses and wires in the whale factory, but I thought that about the dam, too. You know, I guess in my brain it's like, well, industrial areas are going to have that. But maybe not. And it would be a shame to run all the way there. Get nothing.
I can always use more food.
All this terrible food. On the other hand, if we were to run back to Mystery Lake now, it feels like we'd be back there too soon. And we would want to go somewhere else, and I think the only place reasonable to go would be Mountain Town. I don't know that I can get to Mountain Town and back inside the 10 days. I think I've talked myself into DP. I feel like they put the fuses and wires in maps that have an antenna that you can repair for Signal Void. That's not DP. But I'd rather go there than sit around Coastal for another, you know, day, just waiting for it to be dark so that I can
All I can think about is food.
So that I can rob. Yeah, you got a lot of food, Will. Most of it's terrible. Alright, here's what I think I'm gonna do. God, all of this is awful. I'm gonna pick a couple things here. I don't think we have that hockey photo, for one. Let's confirm we don't have that on us. We don't. We'll drop... I can't believe I have this many sewing kits already. It's amazing. And I'm keeping them all. Like, it's not even a question. Sewing kits are, you know... I'm like the Hotel California for sewing kits. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. I do want to mark that so I know which painting to take. And let's hit... I know we've got that boat. We don't? Seriously? Alright. I'll hit the boat. I'm going to keep one fuse. Alright, I'm also going to make a note. 2 paintings marked in misanthropes. Alright, don't forget that, Dunn. I will. I will. Whoops. Switched into love will keep us together there for a minute.
I might have to drop some gear.
I don't think so. But we are going to try to make a quick run here. If we diagonal it right across, wolves and bear permitting. There's the big boy. He's coming our way, too. Should be able to get over to, he's not that interested. Should be able to get over to Crumbling here pretty quickly. You know, Crumbling River. Winding highway. I always confuse them. I had a late night idea for my next challenge. I really got to work out whether it's possible before I commit to it. I have no idea how I would do a thumbnail, which is a factor in whether I do a challenge or not. Is can I come up with a thumbnail concept for it? But this one is so out there. I don't know how I would represent the idea visually in a thumbnail. But I also got to make sure that it would actually even work. I don't think it's survivable. I don't think I can do 10 days on this challenge, and that makes me want to do it. I think it's possible in certain maps, maybe. A better player, no problem. These guys who are dropping, you know, a 500 days on misery mode, yeah, they're not going to be challenged by that, but that's not me. And I admire that, you know, ability. But I don't, like, covet it. I don't, when someone says, wow, I lived, 100 days on misery mode, I go, wow, that's amazing. That's really impressive. I don't know that I would want to do it, though. They're excited that they did it, so they had fun doing it. And that's, to me, what's important, is that it was, an enjoyable, they felt it was worth their time. I don't know that I would get enough out of it, and I would need to be so much better than I am. And, you know, it sounds like the setup for a joke, but I'm just looking for a good time, you know. And for some people that would be, but not me.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
But I get it. It's like mountain climbing, you know. Mountain climbing is incredibly physically hard. It's dangerous. You know, the big mountains can kill you. And yet people are driven to do it again and again and again, and they love it, and they, you know, and it's because it's just, it ticks a box for them that nothing else will tick, and I get that. You're very overburdened, Will. I know, and I'm sorry. I also don't have you prepared for any wolfy, interlopers. We're gonna stop at the basement, even though we're nicely warm. That new coat that we found is doing some good work here. This is a map I have often thought about. How long could you survive here? I don't think there's any cattails. There is, you know, this is a warm location.
Too heavy.
If you had a bedroll, you could sleep here. Otherwise, no. In fact, I don't think there's a bed here at all. Like, I don't think the cave has a bed. Either cave. I could be wrong about the cave down by the water. Maybe that has a bed. But if it doesn't, and you didn't have a bedroll, then I don't think you could sleep here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I guess you could make a snow shelter if you found enough cloth. It's an interesting thought experiment, you know. Same thing with the other one, crumbling, or winding. This is damn it, I always mess those up. This is, alright, I am going to drop, no, I won't drop my sewing kits. I don't even believe I considered that. I got to drop something, though. We're too heavy. Is it the coal? I bet it's the coal. No, it's not the coal. Is it the water? Not really. Is it the 2.5 kilos of flour? Yeah, but I like my flour. I don't want to get rid of anything. Will, I don't want to get rid of anything. Don't make me do it. Alright, you know what? Here you go. You can lose some mittens. How's that? You keep the 82s. Drop the 71s. This decent plaid shirt. I don't think that's going to be better. But why drop what you can harvest? You know what I'm saying? Your combat pants are terrible, by the way. Why don't they look better on it? 54. They've got that big bloody knee patch. See, now they're at 84%. Alright, they look better now. Alright, that's good. I just didn't like that. Harvest this thing. Alright, let's get out of here before we get blizzarded in. We dropped nothing. Mission failed successfully.
Too much stuff to carry.
Will has his opinion, I got mine. I can't drop the sewing kits now, Will. I made a big joke about it. I see these flakes. It's looking flaky. I don't like it. Okay, I know this cave doesn't have a bed in it, but we're going to check anyway. So, if you solve the bed problem, there's bunnies, so there's something like a renewable food source. I don't think you can fish here. I'm gonna leave this firewood. In case that guy needs it. I don't think you can fish here. And, you know, if it's on Interloper, which is how I would do anything, then it wouldn't, you know, you wouldn't have the ability to fish anyway. So yeah, it's a question of, like, if you came here kitted out from another map with, you know, even if you entered with no food, but you had, you know, gear, yeah, you could probably live 10 days here. Maybe. It kind of depends on if you can fish. And if, beachcombing works here. I've never... Is there beachcombing out there? I think there is. So beachcombing might save the day. It's an interesting idea. I feel like rather than a can I lope 10 days, it would be more of a how long can I lope? You could sleep in this truck. Okay, hang on. You've got a bed here. Because you could sleep in the truck. You'd have to find a way to stay warm. It depends on if you allowed for this cave, this transition cave, then you'd get access to the coal. And if you rationed your coal well, you could probably give yourself a hot fire every night if you did a really good job of going around and finding sticks. Maybe. Maybe. It's not as good as the back of a cave, though. If the back of the cave is warm. Oh, well, I mean, if you've got a bedroll, then you're going to sleep in the basement anyway. I'm sure somebody's going to post that, like, you know, so-and-so lived, you know, 40 days in Crumbling Highway or something. Sure. I mean, if anything seems possible to me. People are amazing. Well, we are not picking up any of the coal. You'll be glad to know. And I will be dropping this lantern as soon as it is out of fuel. But the reason you're so tired, is because you're so tired, because you need to sleep. I'm not going to be able to get into DP and case something before it's night. That's unfortunate. Because of that, it might make more sense to sleep at the far end of this cave. So that we strike out into DP in the morning and can, you know, have the day to try to... could be some wires and fuses in here, too. It could happen. To find some places to rob during the evening. And then we head back. And we beeline it. Back to Mystery Lake. And then we're G to G. Maybe we drop some of the really bad food. Because we don't need this canned food. We have other food that we can eat. There you go, Will. So much better. Do you need a pry bar? I don't think you do. No. Good thing you have that fishing hook, though. You never know. I don't think it's the best map, but DP is kind of my favorite map. I'm quite partial to DP, also Coastal, Muskeg. I like those maps. I think I'm drawn to maps with water. DP's got the lighthouse, but I just like DP in general. And it's a map that it seems like people have mixed opinions on. Not everybody likes it. It doesn't have cattails, and that sucks. But I like how it's set up, and everything is pretty easy to get to. Did I turn around? No, I don't think so. No.
I could eat anything.
Speaking of the lighthouse, no, I think we'll sleep here. Yeah, we'll sleep here. All right, well. Okay, so first off, you're gonna eat these chips. Okay, then we're gonna go outside. We're gonna make a fire.
I need to drop something.
Nah, you just did. Okay, you don't need to drop anything. I'll let you know. That'll work. Sure. Crazy winds for the past several days here. 30, 40 miles an hour. Just all the time. Fortunately, there was a big enough gap between the snow, ice, and the winds that the winds didn't cause power outages. And so it's just making a lot of noise.
I need some water.
Here you go. Okay, here's your water. It's so loud out there. You can't hear it, but it's crazy. Speaking of wind, come on, man. No, you're gonna do it to me. Yup. Come on.
I can eat anything right now.
Ooh. Ooh. I have to discard that. And I got a windbreak somewhere else. There's a windbreak over here. I don't think I can do a fire here, though. Definitely a windbreak. What do we think? Alright. You know what?
I might have
Screw
to
it.
drop
Go
some
for
gear.
it. Just go for it. I can't believe I dropped all that firewood in.
Alright.
Well, we got coal. And plenty of sticks. Alright, we'll just try that again. Bannock me. Very squeaky. Alright, we're gonna get these done. So far, so good. Like that. When people say Interloper is easier than it used to be, I think I didn't play it, you know, pre 2022 or so, I think is when I started playing, so I can't say. But I do see how much the cooking helps the early game, or the porridge and Bannock helps the early game. I wouldn't argue that. I don't know that it matters. It matters to some people, you know. It doesn't matter. I mean, I was definitely playing Interloper prior to Far Territory coming out. I just don't think I have enough of a sample size to act all authoritative about it. Alright, we are full. We probably should grab an hour of water here. Not a ton of toilets here in DP. In fact, I'm not sure there is any. I don't know what they're doing in the lighthouse. I guess there's probably some drawers you just don't look in. There's a bed. The Riker also no bathroom. The entire ship with no bathroom. That's also concerning. Okay, give me the green. Come on. Okay. Have a drink. Okay, time of night. Let's do 8. I don't want to sleep all, you know, morning. More than enough to get us back to full. Technically, we're still... I can't see a damn thing. Technically, we are still on day 6. Ugh. I don't know that I really need to leave this badly. We could head to the church, I guess. It's less about the wind and more about the snow. It's more about the wind and the visibility. Yeah. Yeah. It's not that necessary. We'll have a bannock. And we could probably take a shot at some clothing. Let's see. What's our low-hanging fruit here? This guy. You can't repair in the dark. It is not. I mean, it's... I guess it's kind of dark, but I don't know. We'll harvest these. We could sleep another hour. Technically, that might be the best use of our time. I was just listening to the cave. I like the cave noises. Alright. Better. Didn't I say I was going to get drop the lantern? I did. Did I drop it, though? No. I'm a little worried I don't have any rocks, but I don't want to check. See, you're not even overburdened, Will. Isn't that amazing? We gotta watch out for the moose. The moose can be on the ice now. Just so funny.
Cold is making my head.
I have changed my routes on DP based on, I used to go a different way than I go now. I used to go over towards the lighthouse and then down. Now, or over towards the church and then down to head to the lighthouse. Now I generally go this way Try to hit the ice.
So cold in my life.
Would like to see bunnies and stuff here, and I don't. Which makes me a little nervous. Sometimes I'll run up to Katie's quick. I don't know that there's going to be anything up there I really want. Don't see any bunnies, don't see any deer. Wait. I saw something. Something moving. Damn. Didn't want that. Yep. Maybe we're going to do this differently than normal also. Might be able to get ahead of him over here. Yeah, alright, we're good. I just think it's such a pretty map. And you get that peaceful ocean sound. Waves coming in, you got the sun coming up, you got the lighthouse. It's just really, really pretty. It's got a ship, so it gives me those good Navy memories. It's got the lighthouse, which gives me like Maine vibes. So good. Come on. There you go. You did 98% of that smooth as silk well. Kind of didn't stick the landing. Well, we're about to find out if this whole trip was a boondoggle. Because if there's no fuses, no wires, and no paintings in DP, if there's going to be paintings anywhere, it'll be in here. That's not a painting. I see you, firewood. This might be the toilet, this thing. That's what I'm thinking. They just, you know, kind of crawl in there. One of the reasons to go to DP, right there.
Hope I can still eat this.
No, I'm not going to eat that. Crazy, Will. Will. This might have been the old waste of time. Not seeing a whole lot of painting. Could be in the whale factory. No, my boots are better. Why do I feel like I've seen wires here? Well, you know what? I didn't see any today. There's not a damn thing here. Oh, there's this. Green Lantern fuel. Perfect for your brightest day and your blackest night. We'll sleep an hour to warm up. Head to the Riker. Forgot to check this. I guess I'll take it. not far to the Riker. Some beachcombing stuff out there. Hello, Mr. Moose. The moose is loose. We will have to account for him. We'll just go over this way. What happens when the bear and the moose run into each other? Do they just ignore each other, or does one of them get scared? I wonder who gets scared. Don't worry about me. I see you, Wolfie. I saw your little butt sticking out over there. That's a cheap move, trying to push me back towards the moose. He's over there. There he is. I was gonna say, don't make me a crazy person.
Can't feel my hands.
Yeah. They're there, I promise. See? Hand. You got one. You have at least one. You know, don't get greedy. I guess we do see you use them both. Yeah, I was going to say we never see you use the other one. But this does prove Will is right-handed. Presumably. I believe 10% of the world is left-handed. My parents are both left-handed. My sister and I are right-handed. In fact, as far as I know, there's no one else in our family who is not right-handed. But my parents are both left-handed. What an amazing fact. I presented it as if it's fascinating. I don't really know what it is. Okay, so now this is more about wires and fuses, but I think this is going to be a big old Zippo. But you know what? That happens sometimes. We still hung out. We still had a good time. And you know what? I'm carrying a bunch of stolen paintings around, so I'm still an art thief. I'm still loping as an art thief. Just not actively thieving at this time. I have been complaining about fuses and wires, and now I'm starting to understand that they're not as common as I thought they were. Someone had suggested film. Film might be the new fuses and wires. Because I really don't need the flask. We'll get the key so we can get the flares. Now, how's it look? Wolf, wolf. That's it, though. Alright. Don't love it. I can deal with it, though.
So cold.
Yeah.
Just
Alright, let's see. So we'll just take more of a seaward route in. Keep an eye out for the big boy. Now, 10 days in DP feels completely doable to me. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to go to starvation, I'm pretty sure, but if you rationed your food, there's a couple carcasses that you can grab. As long as you find matches. Is there guaranteed matches? Well, there's guaranteed flares. They're in this memento box. It's a good question. Same thing with crumbling, is if you spawned in crumbling, which you kind of can't, but, you know, you could make yourself go there first. Could you get matches in crumbling? I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure there's a loot table chance to get them.
Could end up being useful.
Thank you. Alright, I just did a little recording check. I think we're going to take this save walking in here. And we will find out tomorrow.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I will find out tomorrow the answer to a question you probably already know the answer to, some of you, which is, are there any fuses here? Are there any wires here? Are there any paintings here? I think there is matches here. But that is going to do it for this one. I really appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. And I will be back tomorrow with more adventures in the long dark. If you could do the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, those do all really help me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.